Hello everyone, I am back again with another video. Today we are going to be doing latex bites. This one is yet again not one of my favourites, but I want to show you all the methods so you guys can pick yours. I have also had a request from someone to do a full zombie bite, which I will be doing at the end of this series. So once I've done the other two, I think, other materials we've got, I think then I will do the full zombie in, of course, my favourite product, but you can choose whichever one of these videos you want and then add to it from the zombie one. So, latex bites. For these you will need cotton pads or cotton rounds, whatever you want to call them. I've got one here. I've just cut it in half and then used tiny little nail scissors to cut teeth marks out of. I'm going to be doing this on my neck today because I feel like that will be the best area to show. Shake it up a little and show you where to do it in different places. So as usual, you know the drill. We've got to do the barrier foam. I don't have any cotton pads with me today, so I'm going to put it on my hands, which you can do if my barrier foam wants to work, which it doesn't. Wow. Well, that's enough anyway. I thought I might as well rub a little bit on my neck just to make sure I have not got a stained neck after this. There we go. So then what you want to do is to obviously get your latex. I am using the Crayola latex. Everything's going to be Crayola here because that's what just came in my kit. But any latex will do. You can find a cheap one on Amazon, or you know, that they'll Poundland ones. You can probably get them, they'll be fine. Anything that's latex basically. It's going to smell anyway, so doesn't matter if it smells nasty or what. But then what you want to do is start creating a latex dome on your neck just as a base, so then when you place the cotton pad onto the wound or where you want the wound, it will stick like that. Oh, hang on, I think I might change it round a bit and have it another way, because I didn't like how that was placed. You can, you know, obviously with latex it's trial and error. You know, you can place it somewhere and then take it back off, because it doesn't permanently stick it, because it's quite easy to take off. Ooh, hair's getting stuck in the latex now. Nice and fun for that. And then you just want to stick it in the dome shape on your neck. Like that. And then you've got to do the same for the other half. And then once you've done that, you can start blending the tissue, the cotton pad, out with latex. Oh, it's coming up a bit there. Let me tap that down. There we go. I find latex bites tend to be a bit bigger than the others, but you can, you know, make them how big as you want. They're just quite fiddly to cut. So there we go. Now that that's stuck there, we can get more latex out and start dabbing it onto the wound just to make it. Oh, dropping latex all over me. Sometimes I like to use my finger because the cotton pad tends to fall away. You just want to start to eventually blend out all the cotton pad until it's blended out to your skin. Although once you've blended in the latex or in the cotton bud as much as you can, it isn't easy because the cotton bud can lift up and fluff up quite a lot. So as once you've got it close to your skin as you can, let it dry, and then once it's dry you can start to paint. So again, I am using the Super Colour palette, and I'm going to start using the flesh tone mixed in with some yellows and reds just to match my skin tone. You know, you can just match however you want to match your skin tone. I mean, not everyone's skin tone is the same, so experiment, play with colour, and just pat it on. And blend into your skin. It's alright if it's a bit too red for your skin because, of course, you know, you've got to look like it's irritated. And just colour that all in. Be careful as well when you're painting because you can lift up the latex again. So just be wary. It's best to tap because then you can be wary and make sure you're not lifting up the latex and tissue. And then once you've done that, you can add some red in as well and make the inside look quite irritated, as well as brushing it around the outside. Now, I'm not keen on this method as I find the paint, or whatever you use to colour it, you can use foundation or whatever, doesn't sit properly on the skin, or no, not on the skin, sorry, on the cotton, because of course it's a completely different texture and colour to your actual skin. So I prefer using products like gelatin that are colourless and that you can blend in. Collodion also does the same. You just want to blend out the redness. Make yourself look really irritated. Then once you've done that, like usual, you want to get a thin brush and just start applying the red and dark browns into the teeth indents and blending them into the middle of the wound to create the bite indents. I find this also does define the bite. I find this method does define the bites, so you can easily find where to apply the paint, but then again it doesn't blend out as easily as many others, so that is a downside to it. Just continually apply the bite marks. It can be easy though when you're blending out the cotton and latex to lose some of the bites because the spikes and the ends of the indents are quite thin. They do tend to break. So just be wary of that. You may have to just go in and define them a bit more than you would, say, collodion or Cinewax. once you've done that, you can again go in and add bruises. So I'm just going to get the big domed brush again and do what I did in before, and mix yellows and greens and blues together and then stipple them. Just to add to the bruised. Of course, when you're doing like a full zombie, you can spread the bruises out more across your face and body to make it look like you've been more beaten up. But I will show that in my finale to this series. So once you've got the bruises everywhere you want, it should look something like that. And I'm just going to add a bit more of a dark red into the middle of that wound, just to make it look extra irritated, and maybe brush the excess around the wound to show extra irritation. Right then, now we can get onto the veins. So again, I'm just using the alcohol palette, and this time instead of having the bottle, I've got a little pot of IPA there that I can dip my brush into. And again, I'm using the same Bdellium Tools 701 brush, and I'm just gonna pick up a bit of red and draw lines coming from the wound. Again, make it just random. You can make it coming up your face, just to make it look a bit more real. Make them thicker and varying in widths, thickness. Just gonna add some more up here, coming up onto my face a bit. Just add lots and lots of definition. And then I get the green again that we made, the little greeny blue like colour, and just roughly go over the top again in that. Making it random and irregular, but also following the way veins usually would go. And there we go, there are the veins. I might just get a little bit on my brush because there are some really thick areas, and water them down a bit to make them look like they've been a bit under the skin, because sometimes you cannot water the paints down enough with the IPA and they just get a little bit too dark for a vein. So you can just lightly brush over them with the IPA and they will look less bold. So then once you've got it like that, it's time for the fun part, blood. So once you've got the blood, you'll get a little brush again and just start squeezing the bottle to get the blood out and place it into the bite dents that you made. Ooh. and just blend it in. Don't be shy on the blood, because you can never have too much blood, especially when you've just been bitten. You want to make it look extra bloody. So then, like always, I'm going to stipple the blood around, just to show the depth of the wound, and then add a bit more blood in, of course. I may add a bit more blood in the middle and then just stipple it out a bit more. So then once you've dribbled down your blood, you may want to just, I don't know, a brush may not sometimes add enough. So you can just, empty the bottle in, and then there you go, you're dripping blood all over your clothing, which isn't too good, but at least it's only on the inside of my clothes. But there you go, once then, and you've got a dripping bloody zombie wound. That has gone all over the inside of your jumper, but at least it's on the inside and not all over the outside of it, so there's always a plus side, apart from when it's on your hood. Problems with special effects. Blood everywhere. There is no special way to get rid of this. It's latex, so you can just peel it off and then rub it off your skin and wipe your skin down, because the barrier foam should help protect it from staining. Although if it does stain, it usually does come off with a little exfoliation in the bath, as I've learned. So that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye!